Hello, my dear students. Welcome back. My name is Neeraj Paratha and this is your physics class. Okay, students. In previous some lectures, we discussed some topic that is related to a fluid. From today's and from that lecture, we start a new topic. The name of that topic that is a work, energy and power. The chapter name is work, energy and power, and this is the first lecture on work, energy, power. So students, in that chapter we discussed the in a daily life we are doing a many work, just like a sleeping, just like a take a food, just like a sleeping, just like a reading. But whatever the difference between in daily life work and day to day life work, and the what is the difference in the, we can see that in a physics there is some different means of a work. Okay, after that we discuss the what do you mean by the energy, and at the last we discuss the power also. So we start with the first topic, that is a work. Okay students, if someone asks what are you doing, that time everyone says I am sleeping, I am reading, I am taking some food. Okay, but in that not a work, that is a not included in a work in our physics. Why we are not included that some types of a work in a physics? So we discuss and we start that chapter with the first topic, that is work. The first topic is the introduction. After that we discuss the many things. In everyday language, means in the daily life, the word work is used to describe any activities. Means we are doing a many activities, so work is defined with these activities, just like a muscular and the mental efforts. Muscular means we are picking, we are putting, we are handling, we are dropping, all are included in a some muscular effects. Let's suppose you are thinking and you are reading, that is a some mental efforts. Okay, these are included in a work in our daily life. But in physics, the word work has a special meaning, means these are not included in a work. Why we are not included in a work? The reason is, we are explain all the things. Work is done only according to a physics. The work is said to be done only when the force acting, the first quantities, that is a force acting on a body, means the first criteria is force is mandatory. If you are doing some work in a physics, that time we require the first quantity, that is a force. That force is applied and that force acting on a body and produce, by applying that force produce some motion in that body, means that force produce a motion in it in the direction of force or in the direction of component of force. We are explain in next slide what do you mean by the component of force and what do you mean by the direction of force. So most of the students can understand that in the direction of force means, let's suppose that is a block and we apply some force and that body will be start to move in that direction. So direction of a motion of a body and direction of a force both are same guys, means in that case when a force is applied on that body, body move in the direction of a force. There is some different mean also used if in the direction of a component of force. What do you mean by that? Let's suppose we are not applying a force in that direction. So there is some different things also. If you apply a force in that direction, if you are pulling any bodies according to that we are using some thread and pull that body. So what is the direction of force? The direction of force in that direction. It is not a horizontal, not a vertical, means it is having some angle, and you can say that is a inclined with a horizontal. There is some inclined direction, but in that case body also moving in that direction. So displacement is in a different direction and the direction of force is also different. So how we can calculate the work done? In that condition guys, in that condition first of all we find the component of a force in the direction, and you can say there is some different, we also find the component of a displacement in the direction of force. These are the two things. First, you can find the component of force in the direction of a displacement. Second thing, component of a displacement in the direction of force. Okay students, so don't be panic about we are explain all the things, because that is a some phenomena and the some properties of a vectors. Why we use here? Because we require the some amount of force in the direction of a displacement. So what happening here? Let's suppose guys, let's suppose this is the direction of force, okay, and that is a horizontal and this is a vertical, okay. That direction of force make a angles of a theta, that is a trigonometrical function. That force make a angle of a theta with respect to a horizontal panel. Now we find and we divide the force into a two components. The first component in a horizontal direction, that is says the F cos theta, and the second component in a perpendicular direction, that is the F sin theta. So when these force is divided into a two components, first one is a F cos theta and second one is a F sin theta. That is a components direction, okay. Let's suppose we are not having a angle with a horizontal, we are having a angle with a vertical. Let's suppose that angle is formed with the vertical, okay. So what is the components of that force? So in that case again we divide in a different form. The cos will be fine, and cos always align with the angle and with the axis, that is a these axes make a angle theta. In that case the vertical axis make a angle theta with respect to a force. So in that case that is a F cos theta, and in that case F sin theta. Value are not changes guys. If some students having some question in your mind that the value will be changes, no guys, value will not changes. Let's suppose what happening guys, if that angle is a 30 degree, so that angle is obviously 60 degree, okay. Now calculate the horizontal component of that case. So that is a F cos 30 degree. So what is the amount of a cos 30 degree? Cos 30 degree is a root 3 by 2. So that is a root 3 by 2 of F. The horizontal component of that condition, that is a root 3 by 2 F, okay. Similarly we find here F sin 60. Sin 60 value is also a root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2 of F means guys, means there is a difference. There is a difference formation of method, but the value is not changes. When the angle will be measured with the vertical, then vertical will be formed, that is a cos, and the horizontal becomes a sin. If the angle is measured with the horizontal, then horizontal becomes a cos and the vertical becomes a sin, but the values are not changes, okay student. Same phenomena are used in that condition. When the force and the displacement form an angle theta, then we can calculate the work done by calculation of a component of a force, okay. So that is some basic information guys. Now we move to our next, how you can define the work in our physics. Let's see. In our day-to-day life, the word work means the any kinds of a mental and physical activities, just like a reading a book, cooking the food, walking on a level road with a box on our head, okay. Now pushing a wall on a house but fail to do. If you are apply some force on a wall but wall cannot be moved. So in that case the work, we are doing a work, yes. Reading a book, yes, I am doing a work. Cooking a food, yes, I am doing a work. If you are regret them and you are not assuming that is a not a work, so you are having some problems in our daily life, okay. So in physics there is some different meaning of a work. Let's see what is the definition and what is the condition of a work in a physics. So these are the some satisfied for a work done are, that is the first condition is a force must act on the body, means the first thing is a force is required. Second thing is the body must be displaced. Means if you are applying some force on any bodies, that time it mandatory and it is necessary that the body will be displaced from a one position to a another position. These two things are required to doing a work in physics. Now guys, write down the definition of a work. Work is said to be done by a force on a body, or you can say on an object, if the force applied causes a displacement. If you are applying some force on any object and the body will be displaced from one position to another position, that time in any direction, any direction other than 90 degree of a body or object. We are explaining why we are not using a 90 degree also. So that condition we can say the work is done. Okay. Now dear students, after that the second property and second point of related to a work, that is a scalar quantities. Means the work done is having only a magnitude. Only it having only magnitude. It doesn't depends what is the direction. But the force and displacement is completely dependent on a magnitude as well as direction also. But the product of a force and displacement, that is given the value of work done, it is completely scalar quantities. It doesn't matter what is the direction of a work. Let's see the measurement of a work. How you can measure a work? Let's see the work done. The basic formula of a work done is, work done can be write force multiply by displacement. This is the basic formula guys. Okay, but in 9th standard and you can say even a different numericals, let's suppose this is a box which are having a mass m, the force is applied in that direction and the displacement is happening in that direction, that is a displacement, and it form a angle theta. In that condition we are not using that expression, so we are forming a new expression which depends on the angle also. So the work done is equivalent to a force multiply by displacement in the direction of force. First thing is a displacement in the direction of force, in the direction of force. How you can find the displacement in the direction of force? Dear students, it is a very easy to find the component of force in the direction of displacement, but there is some tricks and there is some changing to find the displacement in the direction of force. Why? Because in that case that is a horizontal, but when we calculate the displacement in the direction of force, that time we are getting some different axis. So what axis guys? In that case this is a horizontal axis and this is a direction of a displacement. Okay, now find the component of a displacement. This is a d cos theta, because the angle will be measured from that axis, and that is a d sin theta. According to the previous diagram, the direction of force is also in that direction. So now we can calculate, and now we use that work done formulas. So work done is equivalent to a force into a f d cos theta. So you can write f d cos theta. Okay, that is the first formula guys in the form of a angle. Okay, the second formula of a work done is a work done is equivalent to a now displacement and multiply by force in the direction of a displacement. Displacement multiply by force in the direction of a displacement. Force in the direction of displacement. Okay, now again form that diagram. That is a displacement and this is a direction of a force, and these form a angle of a theta. Now make a components. So when we divide that in a form of a horizontal and vertical, so that is a angle of a theta, so that component is a f cos theta, and that component is a f sin theta. Okay students, now what is the formula? First we write the work done is equal to displacement means a d, the force in the direction of a displacement, the total amount of force is a capital F, but the amount of a force which is applied in the direction of a displacement, that is a f cos theta. So we write here that is a f cos theta. So work done is equivalent to a f d cos theta. Okay students, so in that condition of a previous and that numerical method, both are having a same, means that is a f d cos theta. And you can say guys, in the form of work done is equivalent to a force and displacement, both are is a vector quantities, and the dot product, that is a vector form guys. If you are writing in a dot product, that is a when we remove the dot product, we are getting a cos theta also. Okay, so dot product, and you can say that is a f d cos theta. So these are the some different form and different types of a methods. By using these methods we can calculate and we can measure the work done. Okay students, now see the previous and the new. So that is a one method guys to calculation of a measurement of a work, and after that the second method is in that both are having a same answer at the time of a solution. Okay, f d cos theta, but the means, the meaning and the physical significance of both them different. Now we discuss the some special case on the basis of angles. So first of all we are provide the some values of angles. If the theta is equivalent to a 0 degree, if theta is equivalent to a 0 degree, then cos 0 degree is equivalent to a 1. That is the first condition. Second condition, if theta is equivalent to a 180 degree, so cos 180 is equivalent to a minus 1. So remember these two values guys. So what happening in first case, if the angle between a force and the displacement is a 0 degree, so what happening, the direction of a force and the direction of displacement both are in a single one direction. In that case angle is equivalent to a 0 degree. When the angle is equivalent to a 0 degree, that time cos 0 degree is equivalent to a 1. Now use the work done formula. So work done is equivalent to a f d cos 0 degree. Why we are using a 0 degree guys? When the force and displacement both are applying in the same direction, that is time the angle between a force and displacement is a 0 degree. So now put the value of the cos 0 degree, that is a 1. So f d. The work done in that case, that is a maximum work done. Maximum. Okay. Now the second case, when the angle between a force and displacement. First of all, in that case you can know that what happening. In that case what happening guys, the block is here, okay, and the mass is here. The direction of a force and the direction of displacement both are form an angle, that is a 180 degree. One more thing, if a bodies are used here, that is a gravitational, if we talk about the gravitational force in a downward direction and the external force, F of external force is applied in a upward direction and body will be displaced in a downward direction due to a gravitational force. Again, that is a angle between these force and displacement, that is a 180 degree. Now calculate the work done in that case. So work done is equivalent to a F D cos 180 degree, and cos 180 degree having a value that is a -1. So work done is equals to minus of FD. In previous case, when the angle between force and displacement is a 0 degree, that time we are getting a maximum work done. When the angle between a force and displacement is a just opposite, that is a 180 degree, that time we are getting the value of a work done, that is a negative sign minus of a FD, that is a minimum work done. And one more case is when the angle between force and displacement is a 90 degree. When the angle between force and displacement is a 90 degree, so theta is equivalent to a 90 degree. If 90 degree is the angle, then cos 90 degree is equivalent to a 0. So work done is equivalent to a F D cos 90 degree. What is the case? The force will be applied in that direction and displacement will be happening in that direction. The angle formed by that force and displacement is a 90 degree. So in that case, the work done is equivalent to a F into D, and that is multiplied by 0. So total work done is a 0. So you can say, guys, in that case 0 work done. 0 work done. Okay. So you can understand that. So there are we discussed the angle of a 0 degree. We discussed the angle of a 90 degree, and we discussed the angle between force and displacement, that is a 180 degree. So this is a very important case. What is the condition when the angle is becomes a 190 degree? When a body is moving in a circular motion. The example of a 90 degree is a circular motion. What happening in a circular motion, guys? When body rotate and revolve, that what happens, that is a center point. A centripetal force is applied in that direction. Okay, but the displacement of at that point, the direction of a displacement is that. So the angle between a force and displacement is a 90 degree. So due to that is the reason, guys, in that case the work done is equivalent to a 0. But the condition is that the work done by a centripetal force, not a external all force. Total work done, we are not consider total work done, we are consider only work done by a that force. Okay, now move to a next. Basically, dear students, we discussed that there are two different units of any system, that is a SI unit and that is a CGS unit. So first of all, we discuss the CGS unit of a work done. So first of all, we use the CGS unit. The work done is equivalent to a force multiplied by displacement. Okay. In a CGS system, force can be calculated in the form of a dian, and displacement will be measured in the form of a centimeter. So work done can be formed, that is a dian into a centimeter. So you can say that is having a one more word, that is a erg. The CGS unit of a work done, that is a erg. How we can define the what is the value of a work? So now define the work. Define one erg. Guys, the formula is a FD. Okay. When a force is equivalent to a 1 dian, when the force applied on any bodies is a 1 dian. Okay, and you can say also the force is equivalent to MA. So you can also say if a body is having a mass is a 1 gram and the acceleration produces a 1 centimeter per second square, means a body which is having a mass is a 1 gram and the force applied on that body and produce some acceleration that is a 1 centimeter square. That means we are applying a 1 Dian force. If that 1 Dian force is applied on any body and the displacement and it produce and that amount of force it produce and displacement of a 1 centimeter and displacement of 1 centimeter, that time you can say the work done is equivalent to a 1 Dian and multiply by 1 centimeter, that is called a 1 erg. So the amount of work done by that force is equivalent to a 1 erg. If someone asks what is the definition of a 1 erg, means the amount, and you can say the a force applied on any bodies, that is a 1 Newton, and it produced, means the amount of a force that is a 1 Dian applied on any bodies and it produce a displacement of a 1 centimeter, and we are produce a displacement of a 1 centimeter. In that condition the work done by that force is equivalent to a 1 erg. The work done by that force is equivalent to a 1 erg, that is a SI unit of a work done. Okay, now we move to a second, that is a SI unit. Okay, the SI unit of work, SI unit of work. Okay, so mathematical expression of a work done is equivalent to a F multiplied by D. We are not using here the cos theta also. Okay, if the force and displacement both is formed in the same direction, in that condition angle becomes a 0, and when the angle becomes 0, so work done is equivalent to FD. Okay, in SI system, so work done is equivalent to a force can be measured in a Newton and displacement will be measured in a meter. So Newton into a meter, the multiplication of a Newton into meter, that is called a joule. So this is a SI unit of a work done, that is a joule. Okay, now define the what is the amount of a 1 joule. So 1 joule, what is the definition of a 1 joule? Just similar to a 1 erg. Whenever we are apply some force on any bodies, the force is equivalent to 1 Newton. Means we are apply a force of a 1 Newton. When a force is equivalent to a 1 Newton is applied on any bodies and it produced and displacement is 1 meter. If a force, amount of force that is a 1 Newton is applied on any bodies and produce a displacement that is a 1 meter, in that condition work done is equivalent to a 1 Newton and multiply by 1 meter, that is equivalent to a 1 joule. The amount of work done by that force is equivalent to a 1 joule. So these are the two units of a work done. The first is a CGS, and after that we discuss the SI unit of a work done. SI unit of work done is a joule and the CGS unit of work done is a erg. Okay, now we prove the relation between a joule and erg. 1 joule is equivalent to a 10 to the power 7 erg. How we can derive that? Okay, right guys, the joule is equivalent to a, so we write here 1 joule can be write 1 Newton into 1 meter. Work done is equals to force into a displacement. Newton is a 1 Newton and meter is 1 meter. Okay. If we convert into a CGS system, then you know that guys 1 Newton is equivalent to a 10 to the power 5 Dian, and similarly 1 meter is equivalent to a 100 centimeter, and you can write that is a 10 to the power 2 centimeter. Now put that values. So 1 Newton is equivalent to a 10 to the power 5 Dian and multiply by 10 to the power 2 centimeter. Correct? Now these two quantities are multiplied, and both the quantity having a same base, so power will be added. So power becomes a 10 to the power 7, that is a Dian multiplied by centimeter. So students, Dian multiplied by centimeter is the CGS unit of a work done, that is a erg. So 1 joule is equivalent to a 10 to the power 7 erg. 1 joule is equivalent to a 10 to the power 7 erg. That is a relation between a joule and erg. Okay. Now, so we are moving to our next topic, gravitational unit of a work. In previous we discussed these two units, that is the SI unit of a work, CGS unit of a work. Now we discuss the gravitational unit of a work. Work is said to be have a gravitational unit of a work if unit gravitational force, we are applying a unit gravitational force, displace the body through a 1 unit distance in the direction. The gravitational force, you can write the kilogram weight in a CGS and in a gram weight in a SI. SI, you can 1 gram weight is equivalent to a 9.8 Newton, and 1 gram weight is equivalent to a 980 Dian. So that is a gravitational force, guys. According to that definition, he says if unit gravitational force, so 1 unit means 1 kilogram weight in a SI system, and if you talk about the CGS, then 1 gram weight. If that amount of force is applied on any body and the displacement is also unit, and displacement is also a unit, then work done. So work done is force, that is a gravitational force, and displacement. Okay. So gravitational force having a value that is a 9.8 Newton multiply by the displacement is also a 1 unit, that is a 1 meter. So Newton into meter, that is a 9.8 joule. That is a 9.8 joule work done by using some gravitational force. Similarly, work done by a gravitational force in a CGS system, that is a 980 Dian multiply by 1 centimeter. That is a 1 centimeter is a unit displacement, so that is called a 980 earth. So the work done by a gravitational force in a SI system, that is a 9.8 joule by using a 1 kilogram force, 1 kilogram weight, 1 kilogram force. Okay. So these amount of a work done, guys, in the form of a gravitational force. Types of a work done. Whenever we are applying some force on a body and then getting some different angle on the basis of a values, when the angle becomes a 0 to a 90 degree, that we are getting a value of a work done is a positive. When the angle between a 90 to a 180 degree, then we are getting a value of a work done, that is a negative values. Okay. When the angle between a force and displacement is exact a 90 degree, that time we are getting a value of a work done, that is a 0. So on the basis of a value of a work done, we divide the work done into a 3 parts. That is, the first one is a positive work done, Second one, we are discuss the negative work done, and after that we discuss the zero work done also. So first of all, we start with the work done, that is a positive work done. In which case we are getting a positive work done when the applied force, when the direction of force and the displacement both are moving in one direction. The direction of force and the direction of a displacement in one direction, that time the angle between force and displacement is 0 degree. In that case, the total work done due to a 0 degree angle FD cos 0 degree, and we are getting that is a FD. So that is called a positive work done. That type of work done is known as a positive work done. That is called a positive work done. And the condition of a positive work done is equivalent to the angle must be lie between a 0 degree to a less than of a 90 degree. If the angle becomes a 90 degree, then work done will be 0. But the angle between a 0 and less than of a 90 degree, that time we are getting a value of a work done that is a positive. Means you can write the theta must be equivalent to a greater than of a 0 and less than of a 90 degree. In that case, we are getting a work done is always positive. So next we are moving to a negative work done. So what is the condition when we can say that work done is doing by a negative? Let's suppose guys, what happening in that case, if the direction of a force in that direction and but the displacement is having in reverse direction, in opposite direction. So what will be the angle formed by that? That is a 180 degree. Okay. So what is the practical application of that? Let's suppose guys, that is a block and you are pick that block. So when we are pick that block, so we are applying a force in a external direction, that is a upward direction. The external force by a person is applied in upward direction and the displacement is also having in a upward direction. But in similar case, if we calculate the work done by a gravitational force, so what is the direction of a gravitational force? In that direct condition, the direction of a gravitational force is a downward direction, but the displacement of a body in a upward direction. So if you are calculate the work done, there are two conditions guys. First, if you are calculating the work done by a external force, that time the angle between a force and displacement is a 0 degree. If you are calculate the work done by a gravitational force, in that case the angle between a force and displacement, that is a 180 degree. That is a 180 degree, and in that case the work done by a gravitational force is a negative guys. Okay. So now forming that completion of that properties also. So work done is equivalent to a F d cos theta. So work done F d cos is equivalent to a 180 degree. So 180 degree having a value of a negative, that is a minus of a FD. So work done in that case, that is a called a negative work done. That is a negative work done. The example of a negative work done is that if you are pick any block from the ground surface and getting some height h, and we are getting some height h, so work done, now calculate the work done. Now calculate the work done by a gravitational force. The gravitational force multiply by displacement d and the cos theta. So cos theta can be right, that is a 180 degree. So gravitational force Fg multiply displacement, we says that the height will, we are getting a height h, and the cos 180 degree. Cos 180 degree, that is a minus. So minus of F gravitational force, and that is h. So work done can be right, that is a what is the amount of a gravitational force? The gravitational force is equivalent to a weight of a body, that is a mg. So you can write that is a minus of mgh. This is a work done by a gravitational force. that is a work done by a gravitational force. If in a similar example, in that same example, if you calculate the work done by a external force, so work done by a external force is equivalent to a force and displacement, we are writing a F into D only. Why? Because the angle between the external force and the displacement is a 0 degree, and that 0 degree having a value that is a 1, so we are getting the F into D. So the applied force is equivalent to a m into g, and the displacement is a h. So external force is equivalent to a external work done is mgs. So what is the difference between them? That is a negative sign difference. So the work done by a gravitational force is a negative, and work done by a external force is a positive in a upward direction. Okay, now we move to a next, that is a zero work done. When force and displacement are perpendicular to each other, then a work done will be 0. Okay, if any satellite and any planet revolve around the any other, so what is the condition? Let's suppose the planet will be moving in the circular orbit, and that is the earth. So the force applied by a earth, that is a gravitational force, and the displacement will be in particular direction, that is a d, that is the direction of a displacement. So in that case, work done by a gravitational force, the work done by a gravitational force is equivalent to a 0. Why the gravitational force work done by a gravitational force is a 0? Because in that case the force of attraction means a gravitational force direction, and the displacement direction form a angle of a 90 degree. It form a angle that is a 90 degree, and that 90 degree having a value of a 0. So cos 90 degree having a value of a 0. Okay, so we use the work done is equivalent to a f d cos theta. Cos theta is equivalent to a 90 degree, so f cos 90 degree, and cos 90 degree having a value 0, so work done is equivalent to a 0. In that case, the work done by a gravitational force is a 0, that is called a 0 work done. That is an example of a 0 work done. If someone asks what is the example of a 0 work done, so circular motion, most of the time the circular motion, the centripetal force and the displacement direction of a displacement always form an angle that is a 90 degree. So in that case, the angle between a 90 degree, then work done is equivalent to a 0. Then work done is equivalent to a 0. Why? Because cos 90 having a value 0. Okay students, so these are the types of a work done. Now we move, what is the work to be done to increase the velocity of car from a 30 km per hour to a 60 km per hour? Means the initial velocity is given, that is a 30 km per hour, and after some time the velocity becomes a 60 km per hour. Okay students, and the mass of a body is given, that is a 1500 kilogram. So first of all we convert the velocity into a meter per second. So 30 multiplied by 5 by 18 meter per second. Similarly 60 multiplied by 5 by 18, that is a meter per second. That is a velocity in a meter per second. What is the formula is used here? The basic formula is that to calculate the work done, but the data is given in the form of a velocity. So we use the work done is equivalent to a change in a kinetic energy. So work done can be half m v2 square minus half of m v1 square. Half of m will be common, so v2 square minus of a v1 square. Okay, you can cancel out the 3 to 10 times, 3 to 6 times, so we can get the 50 upon 6 meter per second. Similar 3 to 20 times, 3 to 6 times, that is 100 upon 6 meter per second. Okay, now put the values. But guys, before putting the values, that is the expression of a square minus a b square. So we can write half mass is the 1500 multiply by V2 plus V1 and V2 minus V1. Okay, so 750 multiply by 100 upon 6, 100 upon 6 plus 50 upon 6. Similarly, 100 upon 6 minus of 50 upon 6. Now we multiply 750 multiply by 150 upon 6 and multiply by 50 upon 6. Okay, when we calculate all the data, we can get the answer 75 multiply by 225, 2 zeros are remaining, so we are multiply by 100 and divided by 36. 3 to cancel out to 1 2, 3 to cancel out 2 and the 1 5. Okay, now multiply. When we divide the 12, that is we are getting at 2 times and remaining is a 1, so 2.1 something. Okay, now 22500 multiply by 25 upon 12 in the fact. So that is the answer, guys. Now calculate easily. Okay students, that part is complete. After completion of that part, guys, we are providing the assignment to you, and write down the assignment in your copies carefully. Okay students, write down the assignment in your copies carefully. Have a nice day and thank you so much.